How does a precious metals IRA work? Many Americans today are looking for ways to protect their assets, so high inflation and recession are weighing on many people's minds. That's why more and more people are discovering the benefits of a precious metals IRA and are turning to gold and silver to help safeguard their savings. For good reason. Precious metals have long served as a safe haven for assets during periods of financial and economic uncertainty, which is why a precious metals IRA could be your best idea yet. What is a precious metals IRA? While most IRA accounts own financial assets like stocks, bonds, and shares in funds, a precious metals IRA is an IRA account that owns and holds physical precious metal coins or bars. What is an IRA? As you may already know, an IRA, individual retirement account, is similar to a 401k but differs in significant ways. For one thing, annual contributions to an IRA are significantly lower than those to a 401k. Currently, with a maximum annual contribution of $6,500, $7,500 for those over 50, compared to $22,500 for a 401k, $30,000 for those over 50. These limits don't apply to IRA rollover contributions, which we'll get to later. But also, 401k accounts are normally workplace-sponsored retirement plans, and IRA accounts are something that you set up for yourself. These can be a traditional IRA, which takes pre-tax dollars out of your paycheck to invest, or a Roth IRA, in which you invest with post-tax dollars. Investments through a traditional IRA gain tax-free, and you only pay taxes when you get paid out. Investments through a Roth IRA accrue gains tax-free as well, but you pay zero taxes when you get paid out. Precious metals IRA investment options. So what makes a precious metals IRA so special? A precious metals IRA can invest in physical coins and bars, specifically 4 types of them. Gold. When most people think of precious metals, gold is probably the first thing they think of. Gold has been synonymous with wealth for centuries. It has been considered a physical asset for those looking to maintain and protect their wealth. Precious metals IRAs can buy and hold numerous types of gold coins, but there are rules. Normally, coins are considered collectables, which makes them ineligible for a precious metals IRA. But American Gold Eagle coins and any gold coin or bar with 0.995% purity, 99.5% gold or greater, is eligible to be held by a precious metals IRA. Silver. Silver often falls into gold's shadow, and it can be easy to overlook, but when gold climbs, silver often increases as well. And sometimes silver can even outperform gold. During the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis, for instance, gold nearly tripled in price, but silver more than quintupled. And then there's platinum, which is best known today for its use in automotive catalytic converters. But it's also a popular investment asset. The U.S. Mint produces platinum coins that are IRA eligible, and platinum assets are available from numerous other mints around the world. Palladium. Palladium, like platinum, is also best known for its use in catalytic converters. While palladium investment options are more limited, the U.S. Mint produces an IRA-eligible palladium coin, and palladium bars are becoming more widely available. Funding a precious metals IRA. As with any IRA account, the biggest question you'll face is how to fund your account. With a maximum annual contribution of $6,500, you may wonder how you can grow your IRA account balance large enough for your retirement. That's because many IRA accounts are funded through rollovers from other accounts. A 401k to IRA rollover is one of the most popular and best known options, but funds from 403b, TSP, and even other IRA accounts can be rolled over or transferred into a precious metals IRA. A 401k to IRA rollover allows you to take funds from a 401k account and put them to use in an IRA account, completely bypassing maximum annual contribution limits. Others opt to roll over their 401k accounts into a Roth IRA. Either way, coins and bars you own will be required to be stored at a precious metals depository. This storage requires annual fees, which can eat into the value of your precious metals. This might be a flat fee for most investors. So the more gold or silver you store, the lower the fees are as a percentage of your assets. But if you're starting off with only $6,500 in a precious metals IRA, storage fees might be higher than you want to pay. That's why some individuals start with a minimum rollover of $25,000 into a precious metals IRA. Steps to a precious metals IRA. Starting a precious metals IRA doesn't have to be difficult, and you can start a precious metals IRA and have it up and running in 3 easy steps. Set up your IRA. The first thing you need to do is to set up your IRA. You can work with a trusted partner like Goldco, for example, and we'll help you walk through the process of choosing a custodian to manage your IRA assets and a depository that will store your assets. Fund your IRA. Once your precious metals IRA has been set up, it's time to fund it. Here's where you'll choose to start from scratch or transfer assets from existing retirement accounts. Depending on whether you have a traditional precious metals IRA or a Roth precious metals IRA, you may be limited in your choices when it comes to funding your precious metals IRA. Buy precious metals. Once your precious metals IRA has been funded, it's time to decide which precious metals you want to buy. Remember that any coins or bars you buy have to be IRA eligible. Goldco offers a range of gold and silver coins and bar options from mints around the world. After you purchase your precious metals, they'll be shipped to your depository of choice where they will be held safely and securely. When you decide to take a distribution of your precious metals IRA assets, you can choose either to take that distribution in cash or to take a distribution in physical metal. Advantages of a precious metals IRA. So, of course, a precious metals IRA has numerous advantages. Here are 3 of the most important ones. Tax-free growth. First, you can make tax-free gains on your holdings of gold, silver, platinum, or palladium, and if you choose to take a distribution from your precious metals IRA in cash, you're taxed differently than if you were to sell precious metals that are not held in an IRA. This means you can move existing retirement savings into gold and silver without tax consequences. You don't have to take a tax hit and penalties by cashing out your retirement savings to buy gold and silver. Just roll over your assets into a precious metals IRA and enjoy the same tax advantages you already do. Asset protection. So you can see why precious metals have served as a safe haven and stores of wealth for centuries. They're among the first assets people flee to when times start getting tough. And there's good reason for that. When paper currencies are inflated to worthlessness, when companies go bankrupt, and when everything seems like it's going to hell in a handbasket, precious metals like gold can provide a source of stability. And precious metals tend to hold value when everything else seems to become worthless. Watch this. During the 2008 financial crisis, while the markets lost 50%, gold shot up 25%. So while everyone else watched their $1 million portfolio get cut in half, every million you had in gold would have gained another $250,000 in value. Inflation hedge. Precious metals can also serve as a hedge against inflation, especially gold, which maintains its value over time. Whereas the US dollar has lost 97% of its value since 1913, gold has gained over 9,000% since then. Gold and silver both performed well during the stagflation of the 1970s, with annualized growth rates of over 30% over the course of the entire decade. Even adjusting for inflation, their annualized growth rates throughout the 1970s were over 20%. If inflation were to become as problematic today as it was back then, and if gold and silver were to perform similarly, they can provide significant protection against inflation-related wealth loss. Precious Metals IRA Rules and Regulations. But like all tax-advantaged retirement accounts, precious metals-backed IRAs are subject to IRA rules and regulations. So knowing these rules can help you avoid unintended and unwanted tax consequences. Let me show you how. Ban on collectibles. All IRA accounts are forbidden from investing in collectibles. It'd be considered a distribution of assets and could trigger taxes and penalties. So certain coins are excluded from consideration as collectibles. This includes a handful of coins produced by the U.S. Mint, such as American Silver Eagles, American Gold Eagle coins, or any coin or bullion of gold, silver, platinum, or palladium coin, as long as it's produced to a minimum fineness that would be accepted for future contracts. So, what does that mean exactly? Any gold coin or bar needs to be at least 99.5% pure. Any silver coin or bar needs to be at least 99.9% pure, and any platinum or palladium coin or bar needs to be at least 99.95% pure. So what can you not have in a precious metals IRA? Glad you asked. You won't be able to choose classic coins such as the South African Krugerrand, British sovereigns, Morgan silver dollars, or Swiss 20 franc coins. You know why? It's because their metal contents aren't high enough to make them IRA eligible. No home storage. So if you've done enough learning about precious metals IRAs and self-directed IRAs, you've probably come across something known as a home storage IRA, which supposedly allows you to own precious metals within an IRA and store those metals at home. Well, if that sounds like it's too good to be true, it's because it is. All IRA assets in any IRA account are required to be managed by an IRA custodian, and precious metals are required to be stored in a bullion depository. While it is theoretically possible for an individual person to satisfy the IRS custodial requirements, the bar is set so high that no one has ever done it. So if you try to do it, well, it'd likely be treated as a distribution of assets and end up costing you in taxes and penalties. This is why it's so important not to get seduced by stories that make it sound like you can have your cake and eat it too. Stick with trusted partners like Goldco, who have years of experience helping our customers set up precious metals IRAs and purchase precious metals. Custodians and storage. But first, you need to understand the truth. All IRA assets are required to be managed by a custodian. You probably already know how it works. Most IRA custodians don't offer precious metals as an investment option because they don't want to. So you'll have to find a custodian who offers precious metals management services, or partner with someone like Goldco, who works with precious metals IRA custodians. Once you fund your precious metals IRA, your assets are stored at a bullion depository. Required minimum distributions. As with any other IRA, your Precious Metals IRA will be subject to required minimum distributions, RMDs. The current RMD age is 73, but will increase to 75 in 2033. For Roth Precious Metals IRA accounts, there are no RMDs. All IRA rules apply. Whether your Precious Metals IRA is a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, the same rules and regulations apply as they would to any other IRA. So if you're already familiar with the IRA rules and regulations, you won't have much to learn. But if you don't already know the IRA rules and regulations, you'll want to start learning them. Get started with a Precious Metals IRA today. If you think a Precious Metals IRA may be just what you need to protect your savings and investments, or even if you just want to learn more about how a Precious Metals IRA works, call the experts at Goldco today. With over $1 billion in successful precious metals placements and thousands of satisfied customers, Goldco has become one of the most trusted names in the precious metals industry. We work hard to ensure that our customers are able to benefit from owning precious metals. Let us help you safeguard your hard-earned money today with a Precious Metals IRA. Call Goldco today.